We are a non-metallic mining company from Peru that since 2010, through a simple and environmentally friendly process, extracts phosphate rock to process it as phosphate concentrate, an important input for producing fertilizers that ensure better quality agriculture in the country and the world. Our purpose is to help the world produce the food it needs. In Miski Mayo, we fulfill our socio-environmental commitments, as well as the laws, and we even strive to go beyond, always seeking continuous improvement to optimize our processes. Phosphate, a natural element from the sea. The phosphate in Bayabar is of marine origin. It is found in sediments formed millions of years ago on the seabed. During that period, the sea has covered the Sechula Desert several times, turning the Bayabar sector into a rich phosphate deposit, making this product natural and inert, not posing a risk to the environment. Our process in the mine. Our mine is divided into 39 exploitation modules, and from each one, phosphate rock is extracted sequentially. We do not need to use explosives. Through a simple mechanical process, the earth is excavated using hydraulic shovels to obtain phosphate rock. Through dump trucks, the phosphate rock is transported to a feeding area where, through a conveyor belt, it is transferred to the concentration plant. It is important to mention that in this initial part of the process, once the exploitation of the module is completed, it is filled with the sterile rock from the next module to be exploited, in such a way that the mine closure is carried out progressively and continuously. Our process at the concentrator plant. At the concentrator plant, the separation of phosphate from other minerals considered waste is carried out, thus achieving its concentration through purely mechanical processes such as washing the rock with seawater, screening, and hydrocyclaning. In the final part of the filtration, desalinated water from our desalination plant is used, necessary to remove the salts. The concentrate obtained, which exits with a moisture content greater than 8%, is transported by tridem trucks to the discharge area, without the need for covering since the moisture prevents the dispersion of the phosphate. We use seawater for our process. The seawater used in the process comes from the port area through a passive intake system that uses Johnson filters. This system prevents the suction of sea larvae because its pumps are located 12 meters below the surface of the sea and do not come into contact with the seabed. By using seawater for our production process, we do not impact the communities or the natural resources of our environment, as we do not compete for the use of fresh water. Composition of our tailings. The residual material resulting from washing and concentrating phosphate rock is referred to as coarse tailings and fine tailings, which contain coarse material, seawater with clay, and sand. These tailings do not contain any type of contaminant, as we do not use any chemical reagents in our process. Our process in discharge and drying. When the plant concentrate arrives at the discharge area, the tridem trucks unload the concentrate onto a covered conveyor belt 5 kilometers long. It is directed to the drying area. This is where the moisture percentage of the concentrate is reduced to 3% on average through drying ovens in which we use natural gas, being an environmentally friendly fuel, significantly reducing greenhouse gas emissions into the atmosphere. Control of dust emissions. Likewise, each drying oven in the drying plant is equipped with bag filters to mitigate dust emissions from the environment. Additionally, The transfer points of the belts to the storage threads, each with a capacity of 40 tons, have dust collectors that also contribute to mitigating the dust emissions generated by the process. Our process at the port. The dry phosphate, as a final product, is delivered to customers on ships. For transporting the phosphate concentrate from the threads to the ship, a closed tubular belt is used to prevent phosphate spillage into the sea. Additionally, during the transportation of phosphate to the ships, cargo tarps are used to prevent the dispersion of particulate material into the environment. Discharges into bodies of water. It is worth mentioning that during the execution of our production process, our company does not carry out any type of discharge into natural, continental, or marine bodies of water. As evidenced at every stage of our production process, at Miski Mayo, we carry out various actions that reflect our sincere commitment to caring for the environment, always promoting continuous improvement and putting into practice our corporate value of caring for our planet. Because at Miski Mayo, we do green mining.